Hello again everyone, Deflect here for But Fair Gaming. Wanted to bring you a video on the Vengeance Demon Hunter Shadowlands 9.1. This is the Demon Hunter tank, and I switched to tank after 9.05. I was a hunter and switched over to do some tanking. So I came a little late to the party. I was only at about 210 when 9.1 hit, so I lost a few weeks just trying to gear up to be able to do higher keys. But I am now, it's the beginning of August, and I've now got every 15 covered. So I do have KSM already, and Vengeance Demon Hunter is really doing well for me. A couple of things to start off with. You will be Kyrian if you want to do this build. That's circled around Kyrian for sure. And I'll point out a couple pieces of gear, and then what I don't have. I have the decanter. I will stick with this one, but I want to replace this with the blood spattered scale from DOS, and I just haven't been able to get it to drop. I've been running it for a while, but can't get it to drop. So that will be replaced as soon as I can get scale, just for some more survivability. Your two best stats, as you see, I haven't got a lot of pieces with them, but haste, verse. And the reason I'm adding verse to gear is because it's my lowest. If haste is my lowest, I would add haste to the gear. So in the gem slots. So I'm adding verse personally right now. I'm also running the neck from Taz. The other dungeon, the mini raid, I guess, or mega dungeon, whatever you want to call it. I'm running the neck because it does give the 25 primary stat boost, and it lasts. It's got an uptime of almost like a 65 to 70%. So it's really good. But anyways, haste and verse are your best stats. That's what you want to focus on. Then mastery and crit. Crit will do a little more damage for you, so it will help out. And the legendary I am running is going to be the one that reduces your sigils. So for the exact name, I believe it's Razlink Defilement. This one is the one you want to run because it decreases your Elysian Decree by 2 seconds every time you soul cleave. Elysian Decree is the biggest damage dealer I have, so I want to use it. I used to run the Fiery Brands build. I still have the legendary. I just found that this one, there's a Fiery Brands one. This one just works better. Like, you're able to do a little more, get a little more damage, do a lot more damage actually, and it gets me away kiting a lot quicker because you will still need to kite because some mobs just hit really hard and you get debuffs and that. So you will need to kite, and this helps you kite that much better. So for the talents, I'm running Abysmal Strike for the kiting. Infernal Strike creates a Sigil of Flame, which is nice because I don't cast Sigil of Flame anymore. And when you land, its cooldown is reduced by 8 seconds. So it gives me a nice quick Infernal Strike down to 12 seconds instead of 20. I use Burning Alive because this one does still spread the Fiery Brand, so you can still spread it, which is really nice. I've done some testing with Fallout. I just found spreading the Fiery Brands is working so far really well. Run Charred Flesh for the Immolation or damage increase. It just kind of combos the Burning Alive. I tried Spirit Bomb, but you don't cast Spirit Bomb enough to make it worthwhile. So I stick to Charred Flesh. I run Fracture for now. And eventually, once I get some more cast, like if I have more casting time, I'm going to use Feed the Demon. But for now, I'm running Fracture. And this one's going to be tested later on. Quicken Sigils is a must. Demonic for the Fell Devastation, you enter Demon form. And Last Resort because everyone likes to cheat death. So that's what I'm running for the talents. As for the big reason why to run this, you want to run Mechanicos because of this talent right here. Elusive Anima Accelerator. Elysian Decree releases a blast of overcharged anima at your target location, dealing 6,700 arcane damage split evenly between all your targets. Reduces the cooldown of Elysian Decree by 4 seconds per enemy to a max of 20 seconds. So if you hit 5 guys, your Elysian Decree goes from 48 to 28, and then you can soul cleave, and it just takes 2 seconds off every time. It is a very, very good thing to have. You can get it down to 15 seconds. So you can just be pumping Elysian Decrees out all the time. As for the conduits I'm running Groaning Inferno, Immolation Aura damage increased 16%. I went for the left for the Forge Light Filter. When reduced below 35%, you automatically consume a vial. It's just nice because, you go 35%, it just consumes a vial for you. Fellfire Haste. Here's the problem. This is the downfall to Mechanicos, is you have to run 2 finesse ones, and our finesse ones suck. So it is what it is, but you got to run 2. Fall damage increased by 20% after taking fall damage. It just, if you can do it, it works out well. You can jump and take damage as well, so it just depends on if you get the damage, but it does have its niches. And the cooldown of Fell Devastation is reduced by 11 seconds with Fell Defender. I run Shattered Restoration for the healing. Hammer for damage a new enemy grants you 3% of haste for 10 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. This is the other big one you want to run. You want to run Repeat Decree. Decree echoes a second sigil 1 second later for 24% damage. It's just awesome to do the extra damage. And this. So the reactive retrofitting, I didn't think it would actually heal that much, but it does. It is a solid 6 to 8% for the whole for all my healing. So it is really, really good. This is a must down here. Downfall is you have to take a second finesse. It really doesn't matter, but I just picked Consume Magic has 21% chance to remove a second effect because the other 2 are just absolutely useless. So those are the conduits I am running. The big thing is I'm also an engineer, which really helps out too, because I do have reanimators, so res kits, and I just bought drums, so I can lust if we don't have a lust in the group. Now, I want to show you how fast Elysian Decree is up on this. Here's just 5 targets, and you can see it's 28 seconds, and you'll see every time I cleave, it goes down and down that much quicker, down to 18, 14, 10 seconds. Problem is you run out of fury very quickly, and at 2 seconds I won't cast, and then I'll pop another one. And you'll be able to see just the damage you're able to do with this build. It's unbelievable. You still have your fiery brands. You still can use that. It still will spread to the enemies. So that is still good. You will sometimes you'll have to use for the healing. Use Fell Devastation, so you got to make sure you do have enough fury to run that. But it goes very quick with this build, and you can see that I'm just crushing Elysian Decrees out. And enemy can't damage you if they're dead, so it works out well. And I just want to show you a little bit. Like, that wasn't very long, so it's not a great tale, but I'll show you on the damage meters where that really sits. 10.1k. This is the damage I was able to get, and you can see the most damage is Elysian Decree. It's just ridiculous on there. Soul Cleave, Immolation Aura, and the second decree. It really hits hard. Sigil of Flame is just from landing with Infernal Strike on between everyone, so that applies to all of them. So the damage this can do is absolutely amazing, and that's a 10.1k on a 5-pack as a tank. Now, yes, DPS will be a lot higher, but that's as a tank. Able to do that is really good. So that's why I run this build. Always try out, give it a whirl, see how you like it. You don't have to make the 262 one I have. You can make a 235 legendary and try it out, because Soul Ash is really easy to get right now with all the Torghast. Like, I'm sitting on 8600 and I just don't even know what to make with that, but that's just this character. So this is the Elysian Decree build, so it has the survivability. You are running a lot of the same Fiery Brand's benefits with the talents. You get the Burning Alive, so it spreads to targets. You get the Charred Flesh, so it increases its duration. But you get the more movement from Abysmal Strike, because a lot of them are running Agonizing Flames. So the Abysmal Strike gives you a lot more movement. And again, I'm going to try out Feed the Demon later on. just to see if I need any more Demon Spikes, because I think Demon Spikes is a much better mitigation than Fiery Brand. Fiery Brand is good, don't get me wrong, but Demon Spikes is great mitigation as well. And that is the build. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.